everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm going to try something new today. I'm not going to do a speed build. I'm actually going to talk while I am recording and playing the game. Someone had asked if I could kind of explain how I figure out the layouts of my house. I wouldn't say that there's any formula to it, but I do have a couple tips if you are just starting out building, or if you're trying to build a starter, maybe a smaller family home. One of the best tips I could give you is to not start with just a big square. It's really hard to make something that is interesting if you just start off with a box. So what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to start with the front of my house, and then I'm going to work back towards the back of the house. So let's just start with a basic rectangle here. So let's say we start off with this, and then I'm going to go ahead and add my windows, and I love, where's the shutters? Yes, the shutters with those just basic windows. So we're going to add that, and then I'm going to figure out where I'm going to put the door. Let's do a 2 square door. So we're going to kind of create, I guess, a mini hallway here. So let's pick a door. I kind of want green, so let's do some green in here. Perfect. Okay. Right now this would be a really small house. This would be great for a tiny house or a tiny starter if you're doing that, but I want something a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna go onto the left side here and add just a 2 square wide room. I'm going to add another window, but I'm not going to use the windows with the shutters because I don't want to overuse them. So I'm just going to use this kind of large window. It's great for letting in light, and I like that it doesn't go all the way to the edges here. But here we have kind of the beginning of our house. Let's add a foundation. Awesome. Okay. So now let's move to the inside of the house. So this obviously is not a complete house yet, but I'm going to start figuring out where I want things to go. So this is going to be at least 4 wide. That would be perfect for a small family room or a bedroom. I think I'm going to go with a family room since I feel like I put my family room in the back a lot. Let's try to put it up front here. So we'll say I need at least... let's pull it out one more. I want the family room to be at least this big. And then another suggestion that I would give is to put the family room and the kitchen close together. Let's put the kitchen on the other side over here. I could also make this a bathroom because it is 2 squares wide, so I could easily kind of close this off and maybe do the kitchen over here. But I'm going to make this maybe a bedroom or a bathroom, and we're going to try to put the kitchen over here. If that will work out, we will see. So let's move this back. Okay, and I'm thinking we could have some of the kitchen over on this side and then do the table in the middle here. Let's do... Okay, I need a little bit more space, I feel like, for this kitchen area, so let's move this back, this over. Okay, now we can start to figure out where our other bedrooms are gonna go. And the great thing is, once you have the front of the house built, you can really extend the sides or the back. So let's turn this into a bathroom, and I'm just gonna keep that 3 by 2. Let's try to do maybe a bedroom here. That should be big enough. And then we're going to extend a hallway back here. And I'm going to have to add a window over there, otherwise it's going to look weird. Let's do it the other way. So as you can see, I don't come up with the layout right away. I kind of move things around as I go. So let's do another bedroom here, and then we'll do the master bedroom back here. and then this will be big enough for our master bedroom. And then that gives us, like, it's not a bunch of straight lines. And then I can add in some doors. I don't want doors in the way of like where I'm going to be putting couches or tables, so I tried to create like miniature hallways to put the doors. And then if I wanted to add an extra bathroom, let's say I wanted a master bathroom back here, I guess I could go ahead and add, this would fit pretty perfectly in there, but then that only gives me a little bit of wall space for a window in that bedroom. But what I might do is do like 3 windows here to give that more light. In master bedrooms, I like to either put 2 windows next to each other or move them apart like that. I think I'll go like that. So let's just start getting some basic furniture. I'm not going to furnish the whole house, but I'll kind of show you where I would put some things. So if this was the kitchen, let's start here. Oops. We're going to put a couple counters in here, and then make sure that the refrigerator is in a good spot. This is kind of nice right here because it just gives you a little bit of extra counter space. Let's do full counter. And then I would put the refrigerator over here. I usually put the oven next to the refrigerator just so that your sim isn't like walking all over the place to make their food. And then let's do the sink right there, and then I can do a window over the sink. I feel like that's pretty common in houses to have your window over the sink. So this is kind of how I would place the kitchen, and then of course just adding some cabinets up top here. And then we can add in a table. So this gives us a lot of space to add a table. You could do like a square table or a rectangle table. I think I'm gonna go with a rectangle. We may need to change it later though, once I put in the rest of the furniture. So I'm just gonna put those in there for now. This space is kind of a longer space, I guess, but that's okay. We'll add a couple windows. Let's do that for now. And then I'm gonna add a coffee table and the couch. Those are the 2 things that I would suggest adding first, and then you can always add everything else in later. I'm gonna move this table a little bit. That's not terrible. I might need to change that to a square table. Let's try that because I feel like there's not a lot of room over there. So I'm just gonna add this little guy in here, and it might just kind of help with how we're placing things. And then I can move the couch back 1. And I usually like to add like another chair so you don't just have 2 spots. And then the nice thing about this too is if I wanted to add maybe a desk over here, sometimes that's nice if you have extra space. Let's move this over a little bit. Okay. So I could add a desk over in this area if you do have extra space in your living room, which is nice because then your sims, like if one sim is watching TV, then the other one can be working on the computer or whatever. And so here we have all of our bedrooms and we have our bathrooms. I'm just gonna add 2 windows in there. That should be enough light. We have the 3 in there. And then I need to add a door over here. So yeah, that is kind of how I lay out my houses, I guess. And then later if we wanted to add our roof, I'm just gonna do this really quickly. It may not be perfect, but that's okay. I'm gonna turn this guy. You want to make sure you have like one large part of your roof, and then you can kind of add everything else off of that. So as you can see, like this is my large roof, and then I'll have little ones kind of coming off of that. And what I might want to do here is just pull this out a little bit so that there's some sort of like covering over the door here. And then this part over here that we added later, I'm just going to add a little roof here. And I guess I could do it like this way, but I could also turn it. Oops, can't do that. We're gonna turn it this way and then match that with this roof here. So I think I like that better. So that is how I kind of lay out my houses. I start from the front and then move back, move things around if needed, but I hope that was a little bit helpful. Let me know if you have any more suggestions or comments, and thank you for watching.